One of the reasons kitchen islands still fail inspections is because they're being wired under the wrong code. Under the 2020 NEC, island receptacles were based on square footage of the island, and often larger islands triggered the need for extra receptacles. So under 2020 and 2017, you could put a receptacle in the side of the island. It couldn't be any more than 12 inches down from the top. And as I said, under 2020, it was based on square footage of the island. Under the 2023 NEC, they are no longer required. There are options available. A listed pop-up would be one of those options. So a receptacle that's listed as a countertop receptacle would be an option that could be installed. So under 2023 NEC, receptacles are no longer required, but the code does require that you roughen a future provision should somebody want to install a receptacle later. Now, you always want to check with your AHJ authority having jurisdiction to see what the requirements are in that particular municipality. Where I see failures, if the AHJ is on the 2020 NEC and you don't install a receptacle, obviously that would be a fail. The 2023 is adopted, but there's no provision, so you didn't provide a roughened for a future receptacle, or they're on the 2023 NEC and you install it on the side of the cabinet like 2020 and 2017 and earlier cycles required. As far as GFCI protection, so 210.8 and AFCI protection 210.12 of the NEC, those remain unchanged for island receptacles. You're required to have GFCI protection and AFCI protection for those receptacles. And as I mentioned before in previous videos, the code panel usually makes a change because of a safety hazard. And the hazard here is the concern of tripping over the cord, a child pulling the cord and pulling something down on top of them. So that was the reason this code was changed. If you want to check your kitchen GFCI and AFCI requirements, I created an easy, simple, short checklist, and I'll leave that in the pinned comments and in the comments for the video. Also, if you want a detailed look at island receptacle requirements, you can go to my blog post, buildingcodegeek.com, where I break it down in a more detailed format, and I'll also leave a link for that post in the comments.